were so bored. I was home every night. Some nights I would look at my wife. We had nothing to do. One night I got so bored, I said to my wife, I said, you know what? You want to watch the video from your first wedding? Great to be here. My name is Tommy Gooch. I come from New York City. I'm sure we've heard of that. Yeah, it's a little place called Staten Island, in case you ever heard of that. Yeah, thank you for clapping it. Never heard of it, but she's clapping for it. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. You might have heard of Brooklyn. It's a lot of movies and everything. Doesn't get a good reputation. This is like witness protection for Brooklyn people here in Brooklyn. But, so nice to see you people. It's been a great few days. That lady's fanning herself like she's on the beach. Just I'm feeling it, honey. Believe me, I'm sweating like an animal. Don't worry about me. We'll do it together later. So, wish my wife could be here. I'm married 22 years recently. I'll share that with you. Well, she's not here, but thank you. Round of applause. Those are my couples in the crowd. We have some couples? There's my couples. There's some couples? Okay. All right. We have happy couples? Any happy couples? All right, come on. Don't start lying to me right away. We just got started. But no, I love my wife. We don't give gifts anymore. We just certain, after 22 years, she's like, what'd you get me for the anniversary? I said, we power washed the deck, $500. Happy anniversary. That's what we got. Have an 11-year-old? Yeah, go ahead. Think about it for one split second right there. That's good. I was in my mid-40s. I said, I got money, energy, friends, freedom. Let's screw this up right here. And I threw an 11-year-old right into the mix. See, all my friends did it right. They had kids in their 20s, they had kids in their 30s. They have kids with jobs, they have empty nests, they don't get it. They don't understand why I'm always exhausted, I'm always busy, They're like, what are your plans for your kids' college? I said, college? My plan is to be alive. I just want to be there if he's in college. I'm 56, it's just... They don't understand it because they just don't jive it. They don't realize. They're like, oh, why can't you come with us to Cancun? I go, because I'm going to be coaching third on Saturday. That's what I'm doing at a Little League game, But just trying to. He doesn't even get it, my son, either. He sees me as this like the big, tough, like strong guy. He still doesn't realize that I'm a broken down. Like I got knee replacements, hip replacements. I got stents. He's like, I could beat you in a race, and I'm like. Grandma can beat me in a race. But that's all life. See, comedians' lives are atypical, folks. Just remember that. No matter where you go, comedians' lives, what we do is different. We're always explaining it to people, So we would like our regular life to go easy, just to be able to, but not me. I'm always that way. It's like I'm always explaining, what I do for a living, and then I'd be like, oh, I'm 56. Oh, wow. And I got an 11-year-old. No, you have an 11-year-old? Come on, I have a grandchild. Yeah, well, I have an 11-year-old. That's what I'm doing. Everybody, I feel like I'm always selling it. I'm at the gym just recently. And I go to the gym. I try. I know you're looking like, gym? Yeah, I do. Believe me. It's I go just to look barely acceptable. That's why I work out just so you don't throw up when you look at me. But guy's on the phone. When you know someone by face but you don't know their name? He's on the phone. He's yelling at his son. He's like, oh, my son. What a loser, 24 years old. I'm like, yeah, I have a boy too. He's like, oh, mine, what a waste. Doesn't want to get a real job, wants to stay in the house, doesn't want to do anything. And I said, yeah, well, he's like, how about your son? He goes, does he still live with you? I said, yeah. He goes, oh, please tell me his excuse. I said, well, he's in 6th grade. And you get working papers at 10 or 11, I'll kick him out. That's all I got. That's my life, just hanging out with millennials, too. That's, because, what do you think? When I go to the baseball field, I take them to football and baseball and tennis. What do you think? It's old bags like me? It's all young millennial guys. It's all younger guys like you guys taking your kids. And I sit with the grandfathers. That's what I do. And they don't even know it. I got to convince them. They're like, which one's your grandson? I'm like, excuse me, my son is pitching, all right? Leave me alone right there. Just, I don't relate to the millennials either, too. I'm not speaking down to them. I know I got some young dudes here, but, I just... first of all, they all have beards. I don't understand this generation. They just want to keep the beards going on. Even at 20 years old, I don't understand. I used to have a one-day scruff. My father would be like, shave, you lazy bum, yeah. Now these kids, they talk about topics I've never heard of. They try to pull me in. They're like, you like wrestling? I'm like, dude, I don't like wrestling. They're like, how about Harry Styles? You like Harry Styles? I'm like, is he a chiropractor? I go, I have sciatica. I know, They're like, oh, Gooch, come on, what's your rap name? I go, my rap name? They're like talking to my son, what's your dad's rap name? I'm like, dude, what are you talking? They go, just put the last thing you bought right after the word Lil. The guy's like, yeah, my name's Lil Pizza. I said, my name is Lil Blood Thinner. How's that sound? Just nice to be working, folks. Just nice to be working, because my wife spends money like she's on a game show. I don't know. I think her two favorite words are confirm order. Just buy, spend. I mean, I never thought my life at my age would be sitting home watching people deliver packages to my house every single day of my life. I see some men nodding their heads. I mean, every day, Amazon Prime, DHL, look at this guy, yeah, FedEx, feel my pain, come on. And in Staten Island, New York, where I live, we have people that drive up in regular cars. You ever see those freelancing couriers? I'll be sitting in my kitchen, all of a sudden I see the Ring app go off, and some old lady in a Datsun just pulls up right in front of my house. I'm like, who the hell is this chick walking up my driveway, right? And my wife's like, oh, that's Sylvia. She's got 3 packages for me. I'm like, look at this. She gives the UPS guy a $100 tip at Christmas. Now, folks, I'm all for tipping if you're a courier, but I said, hon, $100? I said, we got the mailman, we got the garbage man. I want to give the landscaper. You know, it's just too much money. He gives us a thank you card. He goes, a little something from me. Picture of his kids. My wife's like, oh, I'm like, who cares? $100. Give me a picture of your wife for $100. I mean, come on. Thank you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. See, that's even these 4 guys in the front are enjoying this. This is nice. I want to know this story in a second, but $100 tip. Three kids on the refrigerator. Indian kids, no less, too. I was like, wow. Any Indians here? All right, good. We'll make fun of them real quick. No, I'm not making fun of Indians. I'm applauding them. I'm actually joking, because my UPS guy is Indian. I'm like, wow, he must be like the insult at his family reunion, because like you got all the doctors and everything, and he's like, yeah, well, I just deliver packages all day. I'm like, wow, what a depressing thing for this guy. Because I'm not making fun. Would you ever watch those spelling bees on TV? I tell my wife when we watch them, I go, get that kid's name. I guarantee you that's my urologist in 20 years. Those kids are so brave. The Indian, and the doctor Indians. Come on, I don't mean like Tonto. I mean like, you know, not the gas station Indians, the doctor Indians. They're brave and resilient, and their children, they're bred to be smart. My son plays tennis with these little Indian kids. They're wonderful. They're bred. You can see they have hats on. Northwell Health, University Medical. My son's wearing like a free Fritos shirt he's got on. A Barbasol hat, you know. Did you ever watch one of those spelling bees? They asked the kid, 7 years old, little Indian kid, brilliant. He's got a pillow mark. Looks like a disaster, but he's a genius, right? 7 years old, spell conscientious. The kid says, can you put it in a sentence? A sentence? I can't spell conscientious. You can put it in a sentence, a book report, 9 newspapers. I ain't spelling it, right? The kid says, can I have the origin of the word? I'm like, this is incredible. I can't even spell origin. This kid's brilliant right now. My son entered a spelling bee in school earlier in the year. I was very proud of him, but I got worried because I saw the other contestants. And I'm like, hon, I told my wife, I said, he's going to get murdered. I said, there's no way. It's him, 2 other kids, and then 7 other Indians. I said, one of these kids is going to win. He's going to come in last. And I'm sitting in the back with all the parents, all these Indian, who's a doctor, who's a cardiologist, who's a lawyer. And they're like talking about who's got a trial at 2, who's got surgery tomorrow. And I'm like, I'm going to Starbucks after this. I don't know about you, but that's all I got. I just like to bust my wife's chops because she likes to spend money. She's just, but you know, hashtag grateful. Whatever, she's wonderful. That's my mind. Whenever I bring up something with my wife, I say, can we just discuss something here? Hashtag grateful. I just want to let you know where I'm coming from. But you got to spend so much money. Like, you know, last year she spends $50 on my son's Halloween costume. $50. He was Superman, which I thought was cute, right? He was 10 years old at the time. I'm like, that's cute. I was Superman in 1974. I'm like, that's great. But she spent $50. I said, $50? They're like $19 on Amazon. It's like, well, you know, I'm getting the cape hemmed. I'm like, you're doing this major surgery on a Halloween costume for an hour and a half after school? And then he comes home that day and goes, I don't know if I want to go trick-or-treat. I said, oh, you're going trick-or-treat. For $50, you're going to go up and down the block. I'll even let you jump out the window. We'll see if the cape works. You're going trick-or-treat. $50. I was Superman in 1974, like I said. Where's my older guys, right? Remember? Come on, we had masks with rubber bands, 50 cents. Of course, my mother, we walked around, trick or treat, trick or treat. Ding dong, trick or treat. The rubber band broke, we didn't care. I sucked it the whole block. I was like, trick or treat, trick or treat. No one even knew who I was. The staple would cut my temple. It was different times. I'd be bleeding at night. My mother would be like, why are you bleeding? The staple cut my arm. I put a Band-Aid, go to sleep. We don't, They came with costumes. Remember, when you go home, Google Halloween costumes when you get home. They're looking at me like, I never heard of it. They came with costumes. Remember the costumes? They were like hospital gowns. You were tired. I was too fat. Everything on top of me was too heavy. My mother would be trying to top it. She'd be like, you're just going to have to wear the mask. I'm walking up and down the streets of Staten Island, New York. I got my school uniform on and my mask. I look like I got black hair. I look like Donny Osmond because it's just the mask. No one even knew who I was. I would ring the bell, trick or treat. The lady would be like, well, who are you supposed to be? You'd hit a father in the background and go, it's the fat kid 3 houses down. And we ate the candy in those days. We ate the candy. Remember, we would go trick or treat and you come home, there was a bag with open candy. Candy corns, you ate whatever you could. Nobody cared. Different times. We got pennies. I ate a penny. No, you lived. You lived, no problem. My son comes home with a crate of candy. My wife's sifting through it like oh my, you wouldn't believe. It was like, I can't have that. That's got AIDS. That's got anthrax. That's got COVID. I don't like the neighbor that gave you that. You can't do that. You can't. I'm like, kids left with like sitting there with one Kit Kat. Like, that's all he could do. Like, nice to be here, folks. Beautiful place. Beautiful people. I was supposed to be here a few years ago, but the whole world was upside down, as you can figure. So I had to wait. It was really tough on all entertainers. I could speak for all my cohorts. It was, especially comedians. We were, I don't want to bring up bad times, but it was tough for all the entertainers. But the comedians had it the hardest because we couldn't do anything. Some singers were starting to work as the pandemic stopped. They would do background music, but we needed an audience. And I was home every day. I had those stupid friends going, "Oh, this isn't bad. I'm getting my checks." I'm like, "How you doing?" I go, "How am I doing? I'm dying." What do you think, I'm performing to the raccoons in my shed? There's no work, We were so bored. I was home every night. Some nights I would look at my wife. We had nothing to do. One night I got so bored, I said to my wife, I said, "You know what? You want to watch the video from your first wedding?" She's like, "That'll be awkward." I'm like, "Come on, it's 80s music. Put it on. Let's go." Little Eddie Murphy party all the time. By the time I hook up the VCR, it'll be 10:30. We'll bang it the whole night. It'll be beautiful. Remember Eddie Murphy party all the time? Girl, I don't understand. All right, there we go. I like you guys know. Indians, Eddie Murphy. I should have known better. Very nice. This is nice. We're having a good time, gang? You guys are great. Yes. No, I love you. No, yeah, thank you. You gotta laugh, right? You gotta laugh. This world is, when I'm back home and I travel, I sell shirts to see. You gotta laugh, folks. It's just jokes. Because this world is so divided and so messed up. Comedians are like your angels. We're just telling jokes. We're just making people laugh, right? That's what, yeah, you can clap, It's just a joke. Like from my site, looking at these 4, it's a joke. You gotta laugh. It's like judges at a pathetic contest or something like that. I don't know. You guys twins? No? Well, you just buy horrible shirts and are bald. I don't know what the... Just jokes. It's just jokes. I love you. Gotta laugh at yourself. I'm a mess, too. I have ripped pants. I pay more now for ripped pants. I used to be a fat kid trying not to rip my pants. Now I pay more for when they're ripped. That's the way it goes. This was a transitional year for me and my family because my son, this was the first year where he finally figured out about Santa Claus, It was kind of unsaid, He kind of knew, but he didn't tell us. And we're like, Santa, he's like, "Come on, Mom. Come on, Dad. All right." I thought the year before, Now, once again, I didn't mind getting up every morning, #grateful. I was into that, Merry Christmas at 6:10 a.m. I know, I just had a show. I'm exhausted, but what's wrong? But I was like, isn't he going to figure this out? I was trying to be in his mind. And he's going nuts. And I'm like, you don't realize in 2 days we're going to return every one of these things to Target? And this isn't driving in your head, You didn't see this wrapping paper in the dining room the whole month of December? Come on, right? Love Santa, mommy's handwriting, moron. But he just went along. But this year was the giveaway. My wife had to buy certain toys, and she was figuring, no, we'll just tell him. She got him walkie-talkies. I'm like, hon, in 2023, 24, what? She's like, he's not playing with them. Of course he's not playing with them. A walkie-talkie? I liked a walkie-talkie when I was a kid. I grew up in the 70s, right? You might have liked one, right? In World War I, II, or whatever. I mean, come on. A regular walkie-talkie? Come on. I mean, that was a great toy. Just hear my cousin in the other room, right? Gooch, it's me, Joe. I'd be like, wow, it's my cousin talking, right? Even if he was breathing, it stimulate my son. My son's got an iPhone. He's got an iPad, Brillo pad. He's got every pad. My wife sends him into the laundry room like he's in Vietnam with the walkie-talkies, right? She's like, Nicholas, do you hear mommy right now? He comes out and goes, Daddy, is she serious right now? He's texting me from the laundry room. Dad, tell mom the battery died on the walkie-talkie. I'll tell you what I don't miss is that Christmas elf. Oh, my God. Almost lost it, I know. I mean, come on. We all know about the Christmas elf? Yeah. You think it's cute when you don't have a kid, right? My sisters used to do it. I'm like, oh, that's adorable. The kid goes to sleep. I'm like, oh. Then I had the kid. And every night after Thanksgiving, you got to hide this puppet every night. Every night. And my wife, we got to relocate it in a special spot. See, to us men, anywhere, right? If it's here on Tuesday, you know where I put him Wednesday? Right here, 6 inches. The whole month of December, the windowsill. My wife's like, you'll give it away. I go, that's the giveaway? The kid believes he flies to the North Pole overnight in 3-degree weather, comes back, but where I put him on the windowsill, right? And she'll always forget, too. She would always forget. I come home from a show around Christmas time. How's the crowd? Oh, beautiful people, honey. Hide the elf. Where is he? He's in the dining room. He's in the dining room. Let me put him behind the TV. Where'd you put him? The TV. We did it on Wednesday. Can't do that. Okay, I got to go back. I'm like, look at my life. I promised my father I'd be famous. I'm hiding a puppet at 3 in the morning. I told my wife, if we did it this year, I'm going to tell my son, you see this elf? He's dead. Don't panic. I'm going to stab him into the kitchen wall. If you behave yourself, though, he'll come alive on Christmas morning. Anyone got like a little 10 or 11-year-old? Anybody can relate? You do? Is that your husband right there? How old are you, my man? 47. 47, yeah, all right, no problem. No sympathy for you, dude. 10 years I got on. This is it. So how old? Boy or girl? You got 4. Wow, good for you, dude. All right. I don't want to say too much because you might steal my thunder, so I'm going to leave it at that. But you can relate. You can relate. It's just, remember in the beginning when you want to make them talk and get words right? My wife was always trying, he's got to say this word. I'm like, all right, relax. He's only 4. He's not getting a job tomorrow. Relax. Man. In the beginning, it's funny. We say Mets, Yankees, you know, grandma. Now, we call them kids, but at 10 or 11, they're not kids anymore. They're like little adults. And right now, I'm still in rock star mode with my son. He still looks at me as like I said before, like Dad is like this big, strong. And I know in a couple of years, it'll all kick in and I'll be a moron and like girls. But right now, it's still, Dad is the guy. Loves to say what I say. Cute once in a while, but he's really going to get me in trouble now because he's starting to say things that I say, and I'm like, all right, dude, you can't say that in front of your mother, you know? And I can't tell my wife I don't know where he got it from because he'll say it just like I say it. He's going to get me kicked out of the house. Like, my mother-in-law came over the other day. He goes, Daddy, Grandma's here. I'm like, oh. He goes, Dad, again, right? I'm like, whoa. I'm like, Nick. He's like, Dad, unannounced, right? I'm like, Nick. It's like, Dad, doesn't bring anything, right? Never gonna leave. I'm like, Nick. Oh, I love him, though. He's a slice of heaven. I'm actually embracing age because of him. Like, you know, and you look good, dude. You have your hair and everything like that. I hate it. I'm jealous of it. Any guy with hair, I hope it goes on fire. I'm telling you that right now. I'm so jealous. Like, these 2 guys I want to be with. I mean, like, I wear nicer shirts, just saying. But, The hair thing drives me crazy. I love when women tell you, oh, you look good, you wear it well. I'm like, leave me alone. I want hair so bad, you know? I like when women tell you, you have the perfect head for a bald guy. Thank you, I appreciate that. It's like telling a guy with 1 foot, you know, if someone had to wear 1 sneaker, you're the guy. I mean... Did you ever meet a woman and go, oh, I love the way my husband looks bald? Really? When you married him with this big mane 25 years ago, did you say, I can't wait till you gain 23 pounds and have no hair and look like you're dying? That's what I can't wait for. You're putting up with it. That's what you're doing. But your looks are your looks, and my weight is my weight. It's just jokes. I'm gonna make you. You're gonna give autographs after the show, because. But, you know, my weight, I got to work on the weight. Your looks, but I want to embrace age. I'm trying to stay hip. I'm worried about being like, because I'm thinking my son's 11. In 10 years, he's going to have buddies in college and 21 years old. I'm going to be like in my 60s. I don't want to be like that old bag or like, not physically, I want to be in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I watched my father make a left turn real quick in life. When I came over one day and he bought those sneakers with those black Velcro straps. And I'm like, Dad, what's going on? He goes, no, this is perfect. I go, I thought he hurt his foot. He's like, this is perfect. I'm done tying a bow. And he bought them in white. He goes, what do you think? I said, well, if the hospital's hiring, Daddy, you got the job. You're perfect for that. I'm fighting it. I'm trying to stay with it. I'm like, you know, stay in the game. I listen to things he says, music, you know, but I'm losing it. You fight and then your age is your age. I find myself having better conversations with my mother now. I don't know what it is. I'm watching the Weather Channel way too much. My mother's like, wow, they got a lot of snow in Pennsylvania. I'm like, I know, I saw that. That's unbelievable, isn't that, Mom? My wife, even today, this morning, because we got a lot of rain in New York, and she's like, it was pouring all morning. I'm like, I've known for 10 days it was going to rain. I watched the 10-day forecast, you know? Watch a lot of TV shows with my son, but I always put on what I like, Gilligan's Island, the old ones, you know, watch Happy Days, all in it. Remember those shows? You know, the fun shows, you know. Yeah, I Dream of Jeannie. He watches them a little bit. You see them with a different eye when you get older, right? I watch them, yeah, I'm like, you know, you see certain things. First of all, you can't believe how long ago they were. I'm like, I Dream of Jeannie was before I was born. This is incredible. And I'm watching Gilligan's Island the other day. We all know Gilligan's Island, right? And I'm saying to myself, wow, you know what? At 56 in high definition, Mrs. Howell wasn't a bad third option. As a little boy, I always had a crush on Mary Ann and Ginger, but at 56, Mrs. Howell was very attractive. Well, these guys are like, I love Lovey. I know. I used to watch the Golden Girls and go, oh, now I'm like, Betty White was a beautiful woman. See things differently at my age. Went on a cruise last year for the first time in my life. Any cruise people out there? We have any cruise? Yeah, there we go. I had never done it before, and I don't know if I'm going to do it again. It might cost me my marriage because, let me tell you, we went for 7 days. We get there on a Monday. By Wednesday morning, I'm like, we can wrap this up. All right? It's just the same thing. It's all about the eating. You go to the breakfast buffet, and then we got to get seats by the pool because we got to get back for lunch. I go, lunch? I didn't finish my oatmeal. What are you talking about? The room is the size of a tuna fish can. I'm on the toilet seat with my legs crossed because if I put my foot down, I blast open the door. It was just too much of the same thing. I'm like, this is like, you know, people way too excited to be on the cruise. I can tell you that. Like you see some people, they got like cruise 2023 with a lightning bolt. I'm like, whoa, man, what is your life like that you actually got that shirt printed? There was a group of people, a bunch of people. It said 3 cheers for Chip. It's his graduation trip. I'm like, oh, I told my wife, find Chip, I'm throwing him overboard. Way too excited. Taking pictures with the captain. Again, who cares? Unless it's Captain Steubing from the Love Boat. Who cares? I mean, come on. Google Love Boat and Halloween costumes when you go home. And the people that know about cruises, you know how they have the staff shows? You ever hear of the staff shows? You right? Okay, if you don't know, for people who don't go on a cruise, I'm this cruise veteran, they have a thing called the staff show. I thought it was an infection. I had no idea, right? People that work on the ship, if they have other talents, like if I worked on the ship as a maintenance guy and they had stand-up comedy, I would perform comedy, right? So, like, if the guy in the bathroom can play the violin, they put on a show, like a little variety show. I had no idea. I'm sitting at the show, 4:30, you know, I'll go with you, honey, happy wife, happy life. And I'm watching the show, and my wife's explaining it to me, because I'm like, honey, that looks like the guy Hector from the buffet. And she's like, it is. She's explaining to me. I'm like, oh, I go, he didn't know where the egg salad was 3 days in a row, but he could do the tango like it's unbelievable, you know? You guys are great. You, one more time. What a great show tonight, right? From beginning to end. I'll leave you with this. I work a lot of different places around the country. I work different casinos and stuff like that. I like to take my family when I can. If he's off from school, I enjoy the amenities at the hotel. My son loves the indoor pools. He gets a kick out of the indoor pools. I take him early, because I always hate when the other families come with their other kids, because we always know what those kids are doing in the pool. You know what they're doing. Ooh, you guys are so sharp. I love that. Indians and peeing in the pool. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And you can always pick out that one little fat one that's peeing. I know right away. We get that. I tell my wife, that kid's peeing. She goes, how do you know? I go, that's me, 1974. He's got a gold tint around him. He's not moving. I know exactly what he's doing. And the mothers are blind, too. The other mothers are like, does the water seem cloudy to you? I'm like, cloudy? It looks like wonton soup. You're delusional. She's like, my son Jeremy hasn't peed all morning. I'm like, he hasn't left the pool since 10:30. It's noon. Jeremy is peeing. We all peed in the pool. Come on, you pee in the pool? Yeah, you're lying. Don't worry about it. I don't... 45-year-old dad pees in the pool, believe me. I used to go into the pool to pee as a kid. I'd be like, Mom, I got to pee. She'd be like, go in the pool. It's right over there. And I grew up in the 80s. My father used to vacuum the pool. He'd be like, don't pee in the pool. It's crystal clear. I put tablets. If you pee, the water will turn red. I used to test it. I'd be like, halfway done, I'd be like, I don't see any red. I'm going to just keep peeing in this pool. Even the men are peeing. Go to your resorts. And some men, like this guy's in the pool, the guy who denies peeing, and he's drinking his beers inside the pool, and then all of a sudden he decides to do a backflip for like 10 seconds. And he's like, oh, this water's great. What do you think he's doing? He's peeing right there in the pool. Hey, I love you guys. I'm Tommy Gooch.